Hi everyone and welcome back to today's another important tutorial series and to this topics for comparison with another React frameworks. Okay, so now let's get it started and I hope you perfectly understand these two today's tutorials. Okay, so first understanding here is comparison of others React frameworks. So first explain here the React is a core library. First understanding what is it. So it's a JavaScript library for building user interface. It focuses only on the view layer like UI or an applications. And hearing this React for the core library strain is a full control over architecture and the tooling. Flexible and the minimal then messy ecosystem and community. And here is in the React the limitations used for resource. Additional configuration for routing, static management like SSR not opinionated, good for freedom but can be overlearning for beginners. Okay, so I hope the understanding is in the now also understanding for another React framework for the next dodges. Fast understanding here, so you can see the next docs is a full stack framework begin on top of React over offering features like server-side rendering and static site generation, APA routes, and more. And now understanding for the next of GSS3. First one is the SSR and SG out of the box, and it's also this used for building routing system like file based and the great SEO support and optimized for performance and the Gmail handling. Contain will the server actions for explain and the app in the next door GS use case for ideal for production reading web apps suppose e-commerce dashboard and see this heavy side. Okay, and in the next GSS uses the limitations for its steeper learning curve than playing rich less freedom in project structure. Okay, and then now understanding here the remix this framework, and this remix framework is a React framework that increases performance by using native web APIs and progressive enhancement. It focuses heavy on server rendering and data loading is a chasing. So now its exchange for here first of all is advanced data ing pattern and building a boundaries. It's great for holistic apps and prompt handling with progressive announcement and understanding the use case for it's great for apps that need fast server side render and the deep prompts integration like dashboards and the CSS, and understanding the limitations. One, it is a similar community than the Next.js and the newer to the ecosystem. Okay, so and now understanding for another one this React framework like React Native. Also understanding find what is it. This React Native is a framework for building native apps using React and Android. The React Native system for its code use access platform and native performance and the strong community. And in understanding here the React Native use case in the mobile apps that share logic point, the reactive and the limitations for the React Native questions need native knowledge for advanced functionality, performance issues in complex UI animations. Okay, so I told you correctly understanding for is this then other React frameworks, and now here is and perfectly explained the comparison for all this. Okay, a slide aside, you perfectly understanding the today's tutorial, and the next tutorial is properly set up the next doctor, then working for the practical. Okay, so thanks for your watching and see you in the next tutorial. Okay.